Hello students. Today we'll talk about how to write a research paper and how to combat plagiarism, how to get rid of plagiarism and how to publish it. This lecture is very important for you because you will write research papers in next classes and you will write your research project from this semester. So whenever you study under my supervision, you have to write a short research paper. So you should understand it. The layout of today's class is, first of all, we'll talk about that why do we want to conduct research, how to generate research ideas, how to compile material, how to paraphrase that material, how to generate references, APA, MLA, Chicago, or other references. Synopsis writing is also important for 7th semester because those students write synopsis for their research paper, and we'll also discuss how to write a research paper. The purpose of writing research paper is to publish that research paper. Then how will you publish it? Another objective of writing research papers is to present them in conferences. From where will you take conferences and how will you present them? Why are we conducting this workshop? There is an African proverb that if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And my notion is that we should go together, we should work together. And the motto of this class is walking to the sky, that you should walk to the sky. You should culminate to zenith. You should achieve vaulting ambitions. And for this purpose, your heart should be in work. And our slogan is, my heart is in the work. To compete international academic world, we should conduct researches. Our competitors, other Asian powers like Chinese, Indians, they are superseding and they have surpassed us. And I want to tell you that in reality, we are nowhere in the international community. I wish to enable my students to conduct researches, rather cutting edge researches, which are in high demand in the society. Basically, researches are to solve the societal problems. First of all, you should locate problems, then solve those problems through your researches. Another very important thing is how to generate research ideas. The significance of ideas is that ideas are blood of for any organization. So ideas are most important. As you are looking at the picture, ideas are coming from your brain and then they are written in the form of research papers. So you will locate research problem. A research problem is not like coronavirus problem. Research problem is an intellectual problem, a knowledgeable problem. Suppose one student comes to you and says that I want to increase my reading speed. My reading speed is very slow. This is a problem, and you want to solve that problem. For this problem, you will integrate technology, new ideas, new thoughts, and you will conduct a research to solve that problem. It's like an algorithmic process. Algorithmic process is a step-by-step process to solve that issue, to solve that problem. It's like a procedure, and ideas improve academic and social structure of any society. And there are so many new technologies and we should implement those technologies for learning and teaching purposes, for linguistic purposes, for literary purposes, or one person uses the same tool for another purpose and we use the same tool for linguistic purposes. We want to cope with emerging challenges. There are different emerging challenges in the society. Every day the world is facing new challenges. During this COVID-19, new challenges for online learning and teaching process started. To solve these problems, new ways of online teaching started. And how can we understand new issues and new challenges? You should read new research papers. You can subscribe technological journals and international journals. You will read their research papers and you will come to know new challenges of life. And there are interdisciplinary studies. This is very important. When we merge two different domains of knowledge, a new knowledge paradigm is created. For example, we merge computer and linguistics. There is computational linguistics. There is data mining and education. There is educational data mining. So we should merge different disciplines to create new dimensions of knowledge. For this purpose, I have also made my different research groups like machine translation group, business intelligence, data mining group, digital humanities group, endangered languages group, dialogue system group, and corpus group, advertising group, RQ semiotics group, computer assisted language learning group, code mixed language group, language engineering group, and language construction group. Why am I telling you the names of these groups? Basically, I'm teaching you that you should find out your research topics from these domains. That's why I'm telling you. Machine translation. Find out research papers in the domain of machine translation. There are neural machine translations. There are statistical machine translation and Urdu English machine translation. Suppose you have your mother tongue Hindko and English machine translation. So take one research paper from machine translation and write a new research paper with comparison of your own language. Business intelligence and data mining. That business intelligence mean find out the sentiment analysis of reviews of different products. Digital humanities study subjects of humanities with computer with different tools, like study literature with different tools. Endangered languages. How can we preserve those endangered languages? Those who belong to Gilgit Baltistan, Brahvi, and Khwar, and Shina, and some other languages are endangered languages. You can work on your languages. You can preserve their songs or other things. Dialogue system. This is the language of robots, robotic language. There is a Sophia's picture that how does Sophia speak language. There are some other robots, Honda robot. There are other chatbot system are there, like Siri chatbot is there, Alexa chatbot is there. You can also work on chatbots. Corpus is collection of digitized text. There is a Brigham Young University in Utah State in USA and byu.edu. You can find several corpora over there. You can work on them. You can find out some linguistic patterns from those corpora. You can work on different types of advertisements, TV advertisements, and digital advertisements. Or archaeosemiotics means study of signs. Those signs are present. You can start museology, study of museums, study of other signs, other pictures. There is eltpics.com. Over there, pictures are for teaching language, and there are many other databases. You should work on databases too, like WordNet, VerbNet, WORDNET, WordNet, VERB, WordNet. Computer assisted language learning. There are different tools for increasing speed of reading. You can work on them. There are different tools for teaching writing skill, for speaking skill, for teaching IPA International Phonetic Alphabet. Code mixing. Our songs are full of code mixing language. You can analyze Indian songs. They are full of code mixing, like चिटियां कलाइयां ने in this shopping करा देने, like this. Over there you find code mixing, that English, Urdu, Punjabi words have been mixed. Language engineering, this is not basically your domain. How to make tools for language analysis. Language construction, how are new words or new phrases of language are constructed. Like medicines have new names, you can work on them. And how our new company names are constructed, you can work on them. This is also very interesting study, that like I have given you the example of Zingrata. Zingrata is a mixing of Zinger burger and paratha. This has been introduced in McDonald's uh, at the time of breakfast, because the company was not generating profit at the time of breakfast, so they created a business option in the morning. Okay, convert your ideas into a research paper. Ideas are worth nothing unless executed. Derek Sivers says, you should execute your ideas, fulfill your ideas. How can you fulfill your ideas? In the form of research paper. That's why it has been written that publish or perish. Okay. Now I have mentioned some domains with you, but how will you generate your topics? Sample is very important. You will go to Google Scholar and you will write the name of your domains. You will find different types of research papers. Try to write your research paper topic as an imitation. Imitation means you copy the ideas, you copy the word, but don't copy paste. Please try to understand. Suppose over there is a text mining of Spanish language through Beyond text mining tool. You just change the language. There is Spanish language, you write Punjabi language. Text mining of Punjabi language through Beyond text mining tools. So in this way you will change one or two variables and your topic will be ready. Then you will make that research paper as your leader, as your example, and you will follow the same method and you will write the research paper. This is very important advice to all of you, that find the best sample, then follow that sample and write the research paper. But please never copy paste. First of all, decide. Basically, this is the way of decreasing the options. First of all, decide will you work on literature, linguistics, or ELT. First of all, you have decided that I'll work on linguistics. Okay, final. Then read branches of the domain. Read different branches of linguistics: forensic linguistics, corpus linguistics, computational linguistics, neurolinguistics, many other applied linguistics. Then find key terms from dictionary of terms. Dictionary of linguistics is there. Find out the terms of linguistics. Then search some conference themes from EasyChair. You will find that these terms, these themes are emerging in this domain. Read papers, journals. Find one of your exemplary paper. Exemplary paper mean this is your imam, this is your head, and you will follow it in true letter and true spirit. How to compile academic material. Students want to read, but they say, where is the material? How can I compile the material? How can I read the material? You will search your target material from book references. In the end of the book chapter or in the end of the book, you will find references. In this way, you will find other book names or other research paper names, paper references. You will find one research paper, and in the reference section you will find 25 or 20 references. So you will be able to access 20 more books or 20 more papers. Wikipedia references are also useful, but don't copy paste from Wikipedia. Look at this image. Here is from Russia with Love. Here is a PDF has been given. Just click on it and you will get the original material. So in this way you can get PDF or the exact link of that source material. You should give reference to the source material, not Wikipedia. For example, Wikipedia has collected that information from Guardian newspaper. So there would be the link of Guardian newspaper, hyperlink is given, blue colored is hyperlink. Click on it and you will go to the Guardian newspaper. So you should give the reference of Guardian newspaper, not the Wikipedia. Google Books. When you go to Google, over there is other books. You will click on the other and you will find books. Suppose you write data mining and you will go to other section, other, click on other, then over there are books, click on books and you will find books. Those books are easy, which start from the word handbook of dash, an introduction of dash, a companion to dash. These books are just basic level, these books have basic level information, so you should find their names from there. Citefast.com also informs you about most cited names of most cited books. Suppose you go to Citefast, click on the book, just write the name of that domain like data mining. You will find 15-20 names of the books. Those books are most important. They are widely quoted in different references. Next is how to get books. I want to download the book or I want to get the print of the book. From where can I take full books? This first source is bok.org. I have downloaded many books from this source. You can download 10 books in one day. Register yourself. Book5net is there, Library Genesis is there, archive.org. You can find text, web, audio, softwares. Journ.org. You can find chapters, book chapters, theses, papers, and full books. There is a Gutenberg project, and file is sent to Google Drive, and you can get complete Shakespeare's work, complete Jane Austen's work. There are so many books are there. Books.google.com, they are only readable books. The first one, BOK, I have told you, you can download the full book and then you can get its print, and or you can make your own soft library. How to get research papers? The biggest source is Google Scholar. Second is BOK. Over there option is articles or books. Click on articles. Suppose you find articles but they demand that you should pay money. Then go to Sci-Hub and paste the DOI, Digital Object Identifier, or the name of that paper, and you will get paper. There is a website cogprints.org. You can find research papers on computational linguistics. There is journ.org. You can find papers from here. Academia.edu. Here are also papers. Some papers are downloadable. There is Digital Library of Naman, JSTOR, Springer, Elsewhere, Routledge, Oxford, Cambridge, Tyler and Francis. These are the big names which publish research papers. How to get thesis or dissertations? You can also get one thesis, and you can write a research paper from one of its research questions. There is a link, and there is proquest.com. From this source you can get complete thesis from all over the world. Next is register. The site will mail you the link of the thesis. This is Hong Kong University HKU, and just register yourself and they will send you the link of the thesis and you can download it. And this fourth one is PhD dissertations. Full downloads are available. I have checked all these sites. I want to advise all of you. Many of you just take your mobile phone and try to download the things, and then they say, sir, whatever you say, it's not downloadable. My dear, please open laptop, download them and use them. And you can easily download all these theses, research papers, books in your laptop and not in your mobile phone. Okay, stay up to date second by second. You want to remain up to date second by second, that what is happening in your domain. When you go to Google Scholar, create Google Scholar alert. Here there is create alert. Write your topic keywords like business intelligence, like computer assisted language learning, and create alerts. Now, do you want to receive weekly research papers or daily or monthly? Choice is yours. And then material is running after you. Whatever is being written new, it is emailed to you. This is a very good source to stay up to date in your domain. Another source is netvibes.com. Create your dashboard. Dashboard means create your topic, and then you will see videos, research papers and other material, and you will stay up to date second by second. And they will show you that a new discussion on social media has been started 2 minutes ago, 1 second ago. One video has been uploaded on YouTube 2 seconds ago. So you stay up to date second by second in your key domain. You should create these alerts to stay tuned with your topic. You should learn some computer and soft skills. They are very important. Net is the biggest source to learn new things. Don't create barriers that I will not learn new things. Always be prone to learn new things. YouTube, MOOC. There are different university lectures like Stanford, Harvard, and the others have their own YouTube channels. Download Torch browser. If you have downloaded Torch browser, open YouTube in Torch browser and then download any video of your own choice and when you are offline you can watch that video. If you want to generate table of contents automatically, you should be expert in MS Word. In this way you will go to heading section and you will suppose heading 1 and select it and click on heading 1. Then if there is heading 2, click on select it and click on second heading. The result is you can easily generate table of contents. MS Word you should learn Excel, you should learn snipping tool. Snipping tool is used to take image, PNG image of anything, and you should keep these things at your taskbar. Snipping tool, SNIPPING. This tool helps you to change text into image and then you copy paste that image into your files. This is the first part of this lecture, and thank you so much. You will listen the next parts too. Good luck.